Hey, today I'm going to talk about GoHighLevel premium triggers and actions explained and kind of what that looks like and why you'd want to use them. We'll go through a real example here today and then also do like a demo, kind of how to build an inbound webhook. And then what does GoHighLevel charge? So let's just jump into this right away. So an example would be you're building a website, here's a window company and they want to get their saved orders from their WordPress website. So we have a button down here that says save my progress. So we want this contact information to come into GoHighLevel, the marketing CRM. And so how do you connect that with a website that is built in WordPress? We're going to show that today. And so we're going to pull in this information. We're not actually going to use their information, but we're just going to use this as a demo example today. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to create somehow a webhook. And so what we do is you would come into GoHighLevel, you go into automations, you will go into create a workflow, start from scratch. And what you're going to do, I already built it, so we don't have to go through everything here, but it'll look like this when you're done. So what you do is you click the first thing and start with a trigger. And what you want to do is you click on the inbound webhook. So to create an inbound webhook, you would actually I'll back up here so you can see it. You click trigger and you type in inbound webhook, and you'll see this little thing on top here, this crown. It says premium actions. And so they have premium actions in GoHighLevel. What that means is, we'll show here on the page, they charge 1 cent per execution. So that means every time this premium action here, this webhook fires. So when somebody submits on a website here, they submit their information, and then this information is pulled into GoHighLevel, which fires here on automation. That's going to charge 1 cent every time it comes in. And again, this is the pricing that HighLevel sets up. It tells you how many times here, 1 cent an execution. They have plans that you can buy too. So if you know you're going to be using a lot of execution, you have a big marketing campaign going out or something, you're pulling in a lot of webhook information, you may want to upgrade to the monthly pricing versus paying per usage rate. And execution number is 1 time when it fires. All right, I'll put this link below if you guys want to read about the pricing. I'm not going to jump any more into that. We're going to show now how do you build this out. So this example here today we want to pull in the first, last name, email, phone. We're not going to do the contact method. We're just going to do the basic information. So what you do is you come in, and if we back up, you'll come into your workflow automation. You'll click on inbound webhook. And then you want to copy this link and go to Postman, sorry. Go to Postman and you will copy and paste it in here. I already did this just to speed up this. And then you will type in the first name, last name, email, phone, and just give it a value. And then you can hit send. And what that does then is it puts this little test through. Here, I'll show you. And then it says success, the test received. What that means is that it actually came through into GoHighLevel. And then when you click on this, you would then click on the active here and you select the one that just popped up and it pulls in the information. You can see all that information that came in from there. So that's how you get the inbound webhook. Make sure it's working properly. And then you would also have to connect it into the website too, but we're not going to show that today. We're showing how to build the workflow automation. So we know, okay, that's going to work. That was a test just to see if the webhook would work. Then what you do is you want to create the contact that comes in with the information that matches up. So what you would do is you create the contact here. So if I was to redo this, I would just type in contact, create contact, then you go add field. And then you will grab those fields that we tested here. So name, first, last, and email. So we'll just go down to first name. Then you click on this little tag here and click inbound webhook trigger parameters, and you click first name. So you're matching first name with first name. You go through all these. You'll do the same for the other ones. Last name, clicking on that, trigger, and click on last name. Go to field here again. Go down to email, and you're going to match all these up until you have everything matched up and so forth. So that's how you do that. I'm not going to go through anymore. And that's when you get your contact is created and brought into GoHighLevel. Another part we like to do is we like to create a tag. For this one, we just called it website lead. For this example here on the website, we would probably call it save my progress, because they're saving their progress of their window that they're building in their cart for an e-commerce store. So we'd call that. And then you want it, so you got the contact coming in to GoHighLevel, you got it tagged. Now you want to create an opportunity. So where's it going to go in that pipeline? For ours, we just did the marketing and it's a new lead. So to do that, you just come in here and you type in opportunity and create an opportunity. You click that button there and you pick your pipeline and you add the field, stage, and then new lead is what we're putting right there. And then you just save that action. So that's those first three there. And then the big one that you want to have is some type of notification to you. So what we did is just an email notification internal. And then we just have a simple message that, again, we pulled in. We just labeled a new lead. The email comes in, and then we typed in this message here. And to do that, remember, you just type in name, and you click on the little custom values. Click on webhook, trigger, parameters, and click first name. And that's how you match up each one so that when this email comes in, it's pulling that value in from that webhook. And that's just a real quick how to set that up. And if you want to see how to do internal, you just type in internal here. And then you click on send internal, and then you select if you want to do email notification, SMS, or WhatsApp. And then from there, you just set up your messaging. And you can also select what users are. This one says all users, but you could assign to an owner, a particular user, or a custom email. And that's what you put that there. And that's how you would change that. And then you just want to make sure you publish that. And then you'll be up and running with your first webhook and bringing your workflow automation in. And then that's pushing your contacts into the CRM from your website, and it's tagging them, and then it's creating an opportunity. So it has everything in there. And then from there, you can set up other sequence to do automations to follow up with that lead as it comes in. All right. If you like this video below, if this is helpful to you, let me know in the comments or other comment things that you are having troubles with your website or automations or GoHighLevel projects you want to talk about. Let me know and leave a comment below what type of video I should do next. All right. Thank you for your time. Peace.